Hello, my friends. Welcome to my segment for the Secret Not Secret Kit Club telephone hop. I will be scrap lifting this ever so fun layout right here. Now, it's got kind of an old-fashioned feel, or maybe it's a farmhouse or something like that. I'm not quite sure. It's pretty, it's beautiful. It has some nice photo elements. Big doily there. I don't think I have a doily in the kit I'm using, but we'll see how that goes. Kind of a couple of different title pieces here. So, and definitely a central design. So let me show you what I've picked out so far. I've got, and I don't even know who this is from. I've got this very old antique-y looking paper here. And then I have a piece of the thinnest, flimsiest paper by Sweetwater ever, the Everything Autumn collection, and it's from 2006, if you can believe that. This is my photo. I'm going to leave it in a block. This is my daughter getting a bit of a photo shoot by her girlfriends on my request in front of Building 50 in Traverse City, which Building 50 is this one building of a historic old state mental hospital that is now converted into loft living, restaurants, really cool stores, all that kind of stuff. My sister-in-law has a coffee shop there, and we go there pretty much anytime we go to Traverse City. So I have that, and this is what I have so far is my title, which is Building 50. So I am going to put this right here. Good, there's not a glare. Fantastic. And I'm going to start scrapbooking it, and we will see how close I can get to it while still making it my own. So here we go, friends. I'm going to cut this Sweetwater paper. Gosh, I'd say it's like almost 7-inch slice, and that's going to be my central design element. I like the background paper I'm using. I mean, it's just really kind of different. It's a vintagey kind of layout that I'm doing here. Building 50, like I said, is historic, but I usually don't use this type of thing. So I'm trying to stretch some of my creativity a little bit. Gosh, maybe that's closer to 8 inches across. It's really wide across. I'm looking at the other elements in this kit that I'm using. I'm using a kit that I put together as part of the Counterfeit Kit Challenge for the month, and you know, it's fun. It's fun to use things that are a little tricky for us to use. Okay, so now I'm using this black and white. Oh gosh, once again, this is kind of thin. It's like a lightweight cardstock. It's not as flimsy as a Sweetwater. And I'm going to use that to border this mulberry colored paper on each side. It's going to give it kind of a nice separation between the Sweetwater mulberry color and the vintage background paper that I use. Oh, in case you ask, that is that box I use for my kits. It is from IKEA, and you can find it on the IKEA website. The spelling is Fjalla, and I cannot pronounce it, so I'm not going to try. I'm going to use a border punch to do a little bit of a scallopy polka dotty punch on the sides of this layout. I think it will add, you know, just a little something extra, and also that's kind of the treatment that I saw in the inspiration piece that I'm doing. So I went ahead and attached both those papers. Now I'm going to go through in this little photo box. I have a little iris container that I have bits and pieces of this kit in, and I'm going to go ahead and audition some different pieces to see what may or may not work. And I say audition because I will pull out everything that I have, that I like with a layout, but it does not mean that I have to use it all. I had this little washi tape, and it has craft writing on it, and it just says the days of the week, or it doesn't say, it reads the days of the week in craft on it, and that further separated the black from the mulberry from, you know, the background papers. I did like that, and it made it look a lot more like the inspiration piece that I'm using. So, like I said, I'm auditioning different pieces, seeing what might work, and all the pieces that are in there, for the most part, were from my color drawers. So I was able to pull a kit together with some rather old paper as well as some random bits and pieces, and that's always kind of fun. All right, so I'm ready to start attaching some things down. I'm gonna have my photo pretty much centered. I do use a T-square ruler to line things up because I just don't have that fabulous eye to make things go straight. Now, one of the things that I did include this kit were a couple of pocket page scrapbooking cards. So they will be a couple of the strong elements in here. The inspiration piece had a really nice tag up top. So it's mimicking it nicely. It's kind of rectangular. And I'm going to go ahead and put this white card a little bit on an angle as my daughter was being kind of funny and whimsical, and I actually have no idea. Her friend was being kind enough to take pictures of my daughter for me, so I'm sure she was hamming it up ever so nicely. So this is pretty much the feel that my layout will have, the base of my entire layout. So now it's fun because we get to do some of the little decorating bits. These little felt shapes that you see right there that are kind of mulberry in color, those are some pieces from an old Freckled Fawn kit. I can't tell you the month, I can't tell you the year. They have some age on them. That's what I can tell you. And I was trying to see if I like them, if they are going to work, all that kind of thing. So that's what you see me doing there, moving pieces around and seeing what I think. Now I would like to get this title on before I go much further, so I'm trying to see what kind of placement I want. Oh, and side note for those of you that are new to my channel, yes, those are snoring dogs that you hear. If I go to do voiceovers, I think they sense it, the boys do, my dogs. They jump right up and they think it's nap time next to me. So a lot of you are used to it, but some of you are new. Hello, new subbies. And yes, I'm choosing to think of it as part of the charm because I can't hide out from them when I want to get layouts voiced over. So, okay, using some wet liquid adhesive, I prefer to use the Aleene's tacky glue, the kind that has a nozzle that's always pointing downward. I can just leave it up on my table or in the cart next to where I scrap, and the glue's always ready to go. So it is the preferred glue of choice for me. I get it at Michael's also with a coupon, so it ends up being cheap. So I went into my white color drawer and pulled out this twine. It's like a really soft fabricy twine to go ahead and put into a couple of my tag pieces. And that's one of the things I like so much about using the color drawer kind of a system, is that I don't have to go hunting through much to find little pieces that I need to add on to layouts. It's really working for me at this time. I did end up putting the word shenanigans with these old school Kaisercraft little tile alphas on to add on to my title. So it's building 50 shenanigans because my daughter is being my daughter. This is the first time I've decided to use some of these it's an older product. They're called scrapbook nails. And they're super dimensional, and I decided I didn't want that dimension on the upper and lower part, on the top and the bottom of my layout. So what I decided to do is just use the round circly bits on the top, and I'm using them as like a different kind of a sequin or enamel dot kind of an element. And let me tell you, they are awesome for that. The adhesive I'm using right now, it's by Zotz. They are the minuscule size of the glue dots. And they're my preferred type of adhesive for sequins and enamel dots that just decide not to stick and that kind of thing. For those itty bitty little pieces, they're awesome for that. I went ahead and put my daughter's name, which is Shay, above that little tag, as well as the year on this layout. I have this little set of, they're glittery black alphas. I don't know the manufacturer. No idea. I just keep them with my flat alphas, and they were a part of this kit, so that is working out. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at these Prima flat stickers. There is a little bit of like holographic foiling on them as well, but I'm seeing if any of the pieces might work from the sticker sheet. That was a no-go on Prima, so I went through my Jen Hadfield sticker book that I have here, and I liked a couple of the circular elements. They are kind of keeping with that craft mood and feel, as Janet would say, and allowing me to add a little bit more to my embellishment clusters and making them feel a little bit more filled out. And also that circle from the Jen Hadfield sticker book that I put on that bottom cluster, it's making that word shenanigans feel a little bit closer as part of this cluster. Now, thank goodness I didn't end up with trapped space above the word shenanigans. That feels so weird to me. It's letting it still flow, and I did like the look of it. Oh, and I also did add a geotag from those alpha stickers, the black glittery alpha stickers, and I really did like the feel of that. Now this is a nice little word sentiment, and it's kind of like a charcoaly color. It's not a jet black. And I'll go ahead and pop that up just on a little bit of fun foam up on the top. And I do pick up my fun foam at Michael's as well. You can use a 40 or 50% off coupon, and I only need to pick them up once or twice a year. Okay, I'm going to say like every 8 months. So it ends up costing like $4, and I do pop up a lot on fun foam. All right, it's time for some finishing touches. So I'm going into what is affectionately called my bin of happiness to hunt for some enamel dots that might make the cut, that look right with this. So I have those scrapbook nails and a couple of enamel dots in each of my clusters, and it's going to build it out and make it, I don't know why enamel dots or those little bits add so much for me. So that is a close-up of this layout and a still shot. I hope you like what I came up with today, and I will see you guys ever so soon with another scrappy video. Bye-bye, friends.